Level 1. The carpet beetle is a quiet inhabitant of human homes, often resting on curtains, carpets, and furniture. These small beetles, usually 2 to 4 millimeters in length, don't bite, sting, or actively hunt. Their danger lies in the larvae, fuzzy, caterpillar-like forms covered in microscopic hairs. These hairs can detach easily and stick to human skin or eyes, triggering allergic reactions. People often mistake this irritation for bites, but it's simply a physical response to the hairs, which contain proteins that the immune system recognizes as foreign. Carpet beetles have an interesting life cycle. The larvae can live anywhere from 2 months to over a year, depending on environmental conditions, slowly feeding on natural fibers such as wool, silk, or feathers. Adults tend to live only a few weeks and primarily feed on pollen and nectar. The beetle's ability to cause reactions is subtle but persistent. A mild rash, slight redness, or itchy bumps may appear on exposed skin. While not dangerous, repeated exposure can worsen allergies in sensitive individuals. Carpet beetles are found worldwide, thriving in temperate homes where humans provide both shelter and food. Their tiny size makes them easy to overlook, which is exactly what allows them to survive unnoticed. Level 2. Lace bugs are tiny insects, usually 2 to 5 millimeters long, with delicate wings that appear like fine lace. Found on trees, shrubs, and garden plants across North America and Europe, they feed on plant sap, piercing leaves with needle-like mouthparts. Their saliva contains weak chemicals that help digest plant tissue, and when accidentally rubbed on human skin, it can cause mild irritation or redness. This is not a venomous bite. It's simply a reaction to the insect's digestive compounds. Lacebugs are slow-moving and generally non-aggressive. Their lifespan ranges from 30 days to a few months, with multiple generations per year, depending on climate. They are significant agricultural pests in some regions, especially when large populations attack ornamental plants. While harmless to humans, their presence teaches us how even minute insects use chemistry for survival. A casual gardener may experience tiny bumps or itching, but serious harm is virtually non-existent. Level 3. The stink bug, recognizable by its shield-shaped body and mottled brown or green coloring, is best known for its defensive odor. When threatened, it releases a chemical cocktail dominated by aldehydes, compounds also found in harsh cleaners and decaying fruits. This smell is unpleasant enough to deter most predators. In humans, prolonged exposure can irritate the eyes, cause mild skin burning, or even provoke nausea. Stink bugs are about 12 to 17 millimeters long and can live up to 1 year. They overwinter in homes and trees, often clustering in large numbers, making encounters unavoidable during colder months. Their chemical defense is purely protective. It does not inject venom or poison. Instead, it functions as a warning signal. Predators quickly learn that these bugs are unpalatable, reinforcing the stink bug's evolutionary advantage. Level 4. Milkweed bugs, often striking in bright orange and black, feed exclusively on milkweed seeds. The plant produces cardiac glycosides, potent chemicals that can interfere with heart function in vertebrates. By consuming milkweed, the bug stores these toxins in its body, turning itself into a living warning to predators. Birds that attempt to eat milkweed bugs often vomit or feel weak, teaching them to avoid similar prey in the future. Adults are about 10 to 12 millimeters long, and their lifespan ranges from a few months to almost a year. Milkweed bugs are found throughout North and Central America, often congregating on milkweed plants in late summer. Their toxicity is purely protective. Humans are only at risk if they eat them, which rarely occurs. This demonstrates a critical difference between poison and venom. Poison must be consumed to be harmful, while venom is injected. Milkweed bugs highlight the evolutionary strategy of borrowing chemical defenses from plants rather than producing them internally. Level 5. The wheel bug is a true predator, one of the largest assassin bugs in North America, measuring up to 38 millimeters in length. Its gray, armored body is topped with a distinctive cogwheel-shaped crest, giving it an almost prehistoric appearance. The wheel bug injects digestive enzymes directly into prey insects through a rostrum, liquefying their insides for consumption. Human encounters are rare, but the bite is infamous for its intensity. Victims describe immediate, sharp pain, sometimes followed by swelling, redness, and soreness lasting several days. The wheel bug doesn't inject venom to kill humans. The chemicals are specifically designed for insect prey. This is a perfect example of nature's precision in evolution, a mechanism lethal to small insects, memorable but non-fatal for larger creatures. Wheel bugs have a lifespan of about 1 year, overwintering as eggs, and are found widely across the eastern United States. Level 6. Robber flies are aerial hunters, measuring 10 to 25 millimeters depending on species. They intercept prey mid-flight, injecting saliva containing paralytic enzymes that immobilize insects almost instantly. The fly then consumes the prey's liquefied insides. Robber flies rarely bite humans, but when they do, the pain is sharp and burning, often followed by temporary swelling. Their life cycle lasts 1 to 2 years, with adults usually active in warm months. They inhabit a range of environments, from forests to grasslands, and are efficient predators of other insects, helping control pest populations. The chemistry of their saliva is tiny doses with targeted effects, enough to subdue prey, harmless for humans in the majority of encounters. Level 7. The bombardier beetle is small, just 12 to 20 millimeters, but it packs a dramatic defense. When threatened, it mixes hydroquinone and hydrogen peroxide inside its abdomen, then explosively ejects the boiling liquid at nearly 100 degrees Celsius. The reaction produces heat, a popping sound, and a cloud of irritating vapor. The spray can burn skin and irritate eyes or mucous membranes. Bombardier beetles live 1 to 2 years, primarily in tropical and temperate regions worldwide. They feed on small insects and decaying plant matter, and their defense mechanism is purely chemical. No venom, no poison, just precise biological engineering. For a few centimeters of life, the bombardier beetle demonstrates how chemical warfare can be scaled down to near perfection, deterring much larger predators. Level 8. Rove beetles may look harmless, about 7 to 10 millimeters long, but they carry pterin, a toxin more potent by weight than cobra venom. Unlike venomous insects, they do not inject it. Contact or crushing releases the chemical onto skin. Burns, blisters, and swelling can appear hours later and last for weeks. Rove beetles have lifespans of several months and are found across tropical and subtropical regions. Their strategy is silent but deadly. Predators learn to leave them alone. Humans learn caution. Pterin doesn't kill through immediate contact, but can cause serious tissue damage and long-lasting irritation, making these tiny insects disproportionately dangerous. Level 9. Blister beetles, 1 to 3 centimeters in length, carry cantharidin, a chemical so potent that even light contact causes skin blistering. Ingested by animals, it can damage the kidneys and digestive system. Human exposure often leads to painful welts, sometimes requiring medical treatment. They live for several months, mostly in North and Central America, and feed on crops, which sometimes makes them agricultural pests. The blister beetle demonstrates chemical defenses that scale with body size, a tiny insect capable of causing outsized damage to much larger creatures. Unlike venomous species, its toxins are passive, defensive rather than predatory. Level 10. The monarch butterfly, wings spanning 8 to 10 centimeters, is perhaps the most elegant chemical warning in nature. Caterpillars feed exclusively on milkweed, absorbing cardiac glycosides, which remain in their bodies into adulthood. Birds attempting to eat monarchs often vomit, while humans are entirely safe to touch. Monarchs live 2 to 6 weeks as adults, though migratory populations can live up to 8 months. They're found across North America and undertake incredible migrations of thousands of kilometers. Their bright coloration warns predators of their toxicity, allowing survival without active aggression. This is poison, not venom, but it's highly effective, an example of nature's combination of biology, chemistry, and evolutionary signaling. If you're still watching, smash that like button and subscribe for more shocking insect facts. Stay tuned. The deadliest bugs are only getting scarier. Level 11. At first glance, the flannel moth caterpillar seems harmless, a soft, furry piece of orange, yellow, or brown resting on tree branches or leaves. But hidden beneath those silky hairs are hollow spines filled with potent venom, known as the puss caterpillar. This insect is deceptively dangerous, one of the few caterpillars in North America that can deliver intense pain to humans. The venom acts quickly. Within seconds of contact, the spines puncture the skin and release chemicals that trigger a burning sensation, redness, and swelling. Victims may also experience nausea, dizziness, or sweating. Pain often radiates along the limb, described as throbbing, deep, and electric. In rare cases, the venom can cause systemic reactions, including shock. The caterpillar's nerve-targeting venom tricks the body into exaggerating the injury, making a tiny insect feel far larger and more dangerous. Adults of the flannel moth species can reach 2.5 to 5 centimeters in wingspan, but it's the larval stage that poses the risk. Puss caterpillars are found mainly in the southeastern United States, particularly in areas with oaks, elms, or legumes. Level 12. Assassin bugs are predatory insects measuring 1 to 3 centimeters in length, with sharp, needle-like mouthparts designed to inject venom and liquefy prey tissue. While most assassin bugs prey on other insects, a subgroup called kissing bugs targets mammals, including humans. These bugs feed at night, often biting around the lips or face. The real danger comes not from venom, but from disease transmission. Kissing bugs can carry Trypanosoma cruzi, the parasite that causes Chagas disease. When the bug defecates near the bite, the parasite can enter the bloodstream, leading to long-term heart and digestive complications if untreated. Assassin bugs live about a year, with multiple generations in warmer climates. They inhabit Central and South America and parts of the southern United States. The combination of venom, stealthy behavior, and disease vector status makes them one of the deadliest bugs in terms of human impact. Level 13. Fire ants are small, around 2 to 6 millimeters, but formidable when provoked. They attack in coordinated swarms, each ant biting with jaws and injecting venom through a stinger at the abdomen. Their alkaloid venom destroys tissue and causes burning pain, accompanied by small white pustules that can last for days. Fire ants are social insects, forming massive colonies, sometimes exceeding 250,000 individuals. A single disturbance can trigger dozens to sting in seconds, overwhelming larger animals or human. Allergic reactions, though rare, can be life-threatening, resulting in anaphylaxis. Fire ants are native to South America, but have spread widely, particularly in the southern United States, where their stings cause thousands of medical visits annually. Level 14. The bulldog ant of Australia is a solitary hunter and one of the most feared ants in the world. Adults can reach 1 to 4 centimeters, with long mandibles and excellent eyesight, which is rare among ant species. Their stinger injects venom that attacks the nervous system, producing sharp, electric pain, rapid heart rate, and sweating. While these ants generally hunt alone, their venom is potent enough to kill small animals. Human fatalities are rare but possible, especially in allergic individuals. Adults live up to 2 years, with queens sometimes surviving longer, establishing nests alone rather than in colonies. Their combination of vision, aggression, and venom potency sets them apart from other ants, making them solitary but lethal hunters. Level 15. Bullet ants, found in the rainforests of South America, measure 1 to 2 centimeters long but deliver stings that are legendary. The venom contains ponerotoxin, which disrupts nerve signaling, causing intense, burning pain described as like being shot. Pain can last up to 24 hours, with no swelling, only pure neurological agony. These ants are used in initiation rituals by the Satirmã tribe in Brazil, where young men endure dozens of stings to prove endurance. Colonies can contain thousands of individuals, and while the sting is excruciating, it is rarely lethal to healthy adults. Bullet ants live 1 to 3 years and inhabit lowland tropical forests. Their venom represents the extreme of evolutionary adaptation for pain as a defensive mechanism. Level 16. Native to the deserts of southwestern United States, the Maricopa harvester ant measures 1.5 centimeters in length. Its venom is several times more toxic than that of honeybees, with peptides that break down tissue and disrupt nerve signals. Although the ants themselves are not aggressive, disturbing a nest triggers dozens to attack simultaneously. Multiple stings can be fatal for small animals, and in humans, they cause intense burning, numbness, and sometimes systemic reactions. Colonies typically contain thousands of workers, and the ants live about 3 to 5 years. Level 17. The Asian giant hornet, measuring 4 to 5 centimeters long, is notorious for its painful sting and potent venom. The venom contains enzymes that destroy tissue, leading to swelling, necrosis, and intense pain. Its large stinger can penetrate clothing, and a single hornet may sting multiple times without losing its stinger. Most healthy adults survive a sting, but multiple stings can be fatal. Venom contains mastoprin, which causes cells to release histamine and triggers severe inflammation. Nests can contain dozens to hundreds of hornets, making mass attacks extremely dangerous. Lifespan is up to 1 year, with queens living longer. Known as murder hornets. Level 18. The Vespa luctuosa is smaller than its Japanese cousin, but carries venom among the deadliest of all insects. Measuring about 3 to 4 centimeters, its venom attacks the cardiovascular system, potentially causing dizziness, low blood pressure, and cardiac arrest. Multiple stings can be lethal even to healthy adults. This hornet's aggression is moderate, but its venom potency makes it a medical concern in the Philippines. Colonies are smaller than Asian giant hornets, but still capable of coordinated defense. Lifespan is around 1 year for workers, with queens surviving longer. Its venom is rich in enzymes that break down red blood cells and muscle tissue, showing extreme chemical specialization in insects. Level 19. The tsetse fly, 6 to 14 millimeters long, is infamous not for venom, but for disease. Found across sub-Saharan Africa, it transmits Trypanosoma brucei, the parasite causing African sleeping sickness. Bites may feel like a small pinch, but the parasite spreads through the bloodstream, eventually reaching the brain and causing fever, confusion, coma, and death if untreated. Tsetse flies feed exclusively on blood and have a lifespan of 1 to 3 months. They deposit live larvae instead of eggs, producing 8 to 10 offspring per female during a lifetime. The fly's saliva contains anticoagulants and numbing chemicals, allowing them to feed undetected while spreading disease. Level 20. The Lonomia caterpillar is arguably the most lethal insect to humans. Found in South American rainforests, it measures 5 to 10 centimeters long, with a bristled body blending perfectly with tree bark. Its hollow spines inject venom that interferes with blood clotting, causing internal bleeding, organ failure, and potentially death. Symptoms often take hours to appear: bruising, dizziness, bleeding from gums or nose, and general malaise. Dozens of deaths in Brazil have been linked to accidental contact. The caterpillar's stealth makes it dangerous. Its camouflage ensures humans often touch it unknowingly. Medical teams maintain specific anti-venom due to the venom's potency. The Lonomia is a sobering example of evolutionary lethality, combining chemical precision and stealth to create one of the deadliest insects known. From tiny ants to deadly caterpillars, nature doesn't play fair. Every sting, bite, or touch has a story. Stay alert, stay informed, and hit subscribe to uncover more of the world's most dangerous insects. Who knew the deadliest assassins on Earth could fit in your palm? From venom sprays to nerve attacks, bugs really said, "Don't mess with me." If that blew your mind, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, and we'll be back with something even stranger.